So the results have come back, and we have a diagnosis. I'm sorry to tell you this, but you have a broken heart.
What do you mean?
Your boyfriend dumped you.
Sorry, I think you've made a mistake. My boyfriend loves me. He literally told me this morning.
Unfortunately, the test results don't lie. Yeah, it's over.
But why? I didn't do anything.
We know you didn't. It's not your fault. This is very common among patients. There's nothing you could have done differently. Just, it's really important that you remember it's not you, it's him. Now, unfortunately, your ex has decided to go with the popular ghosting method, the most cowardly of them all. Now, there is treatment, but the time frame is going to be different for everyone. It's not like a cold. It won't just go away overnight. I'll explain the process in more detail, but here are some pamphlets with more information. It's got helpful resources, support groups, Facebook groups. It's all in there. Now, you're going to experience quite a few symptoms over the next couple of weeks. These can include, but are not limited to, excessive crying, self-blame, rumination, loneliness, obsessive thoughts, yearning for your ex, as well as insomnia and decreased appetite. To deal with this, you're going to need tissues and ice cream. Lots of ice cream. You get a complimentary tub with your diagnosis. Now, typical pain relief like Nurofen and Panadol does not work in this case, but there are other remedies that do. Self-care is the most important one. Candles, bubble baths, face masks. It's important to keep up your appearance and look after yourself. You can also try journaling. A lot of people find that helpful. It's very important that you surround yourself with family and friends. Do you have any pets?
Yeah, a cat.
Oh, great. Your furry friend will be a great source of comfort during this time. Now, there will be many triggers that will remind you of your ex, but they'll die down eventually. Now, do not resort to drinking or drugs to ease the pain. And do not contact your ex unless he contacts you. You know, it's probably better to just remove him off social media altogether. Also, I recommend avoiding things like rom-coms and dating shows at the moment. It's also not a great idea to listen to love songs. Definitely no Taylor Swift. Definitely no Olivia Rodrigo. For now. I love Olivia Rodrigo. And do not listen to How Can You Mend a Broken Heart by the Bee Gees. I cannot stress that enough.
Why?
Many have turned to that song in the hope that it provides the answers on mending a broken heart. It does not. False advertising. When you're up to it, I suggest listening to songs like Miley Cyrus's Flowers, Elton John's I'm Still Standing, maybe some Bye 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 by NSYNC. Now, I know this is a lot of information to take in, and the most important thing to remember is this will pass. It's not all doom and gloom. Some positives can come out of this. Take time out for yourself, do things you enjoy, get out and about, but at the same time, be careful not to push yourself. These things take time. Don't bite off more than you can chew. If there's any issues, you can contact me. Otherwise, I've scheduled a follow-up in a month's time.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, is there a Medicare rebate on this?
Sorry, no, I charge full price.
I wonder when the symptoms kick in.
I'm gonna break down on you, gonna knock on the door. I'm gonna go straight for you.
so weird. Like, I don't even know what happened, you know?
Honestly, screw him. You dodged the bullet.
Yeah, you deserve so much better.
I know. You know what? He can just go screw himself for all I care. Like, I'm good. I'm so good. I do not need him. I'm ready to live my best life. I'm great. I am not okay. It's okay. You're fine. It's fine. Put something light on TV. Distract yourself. That'll help. We used to watch TV together. You know what? Just have something to eat. Eating is good. What have we got? We used to eat together. It's okay. Just breathe. We used to breathe together.
So you've had a relapse. It's not ideal, but also not uncommon in patients. Unfortunately, this does set the process back a little for the heart to heal.
I mean, I thought I was okay, but I'm not. I'm so confused.
Can I say something?
Yeah, sure.
Was this guy really all that great if he's decided to treat you this way? I want you to do something for me. I want you to list all the things you didn't like about your ex.
I don't know. I mean, maybe he thought he was smarter than me. Like, I would be self-depreciating, and he never corrected me, never reassured me. Actually, he spoke far too much about his exes. Like, far too much. It's like, you're here with me, in the present. Why are you talking about the past so much? He always claimed he was an empath, actually. And now that I think about it, he's probably the least empathetic person I know. I don't like how he'd make me second guess myself. He made promises he couldn't keep. Things like, I want to marry you. I want to have kids with you. I'll never leave you. And that's exactly what he did.
He doesn't seem all that great now, does he?
Yeah, I guess I'm only just realizing this all now.
This is something we see quite often among patients. It's called the rose-colored glasses syndrome.
He never even gave me a reason, you know? Like, I never got to say my piece. And I had my own demons too, like, trust me. Like, my own insecurities, worries about the relationship. But I loved him so much. I fought so hard for him. And he just discarded me like trash. Just ran away. Like a coward. No explanation. You know, he never even said sorry. Not once during this whole time has he apologized to me.
It says a lot more about him than it does about you. Look how you're reacting. It shows you care. And eventually you'll care less and less. You had a life before him, and you'll have one again. This is for the better. Believe me. Just this time, don't look for the finish line. Take this time for you, do the things you enjoy, reclaim your power. I know you'll be just fine. So we're all in the clear. Test results have come back. Everything looks good. Broken heart is all nice and healed. How do you feel?
Really good, actually. I mean, I don't get triggered anymore. I feel like myself again. To be honest, I can't even really remember his name.
That's what we like to hear.
Like, I still have my moments, but they're fleeting, you know?
Well, that's expected. You should be very pleased with yourself. But the broken heart's one of the most difficult things to treat, and with all our medical research, we still don't quite understand it. Now, of course, there's a chance of a broken heart coming back, but don't be scared to live your life because of that. Even if you do get another one, you'll be much better equipped. However, your tests indicate that you do have a mild throat infection.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but nothing that can't be fixed with some antibiotics. Luckily, throat infections are much easier to treat than broken hearts.
I hope so. Thanks, Doc.
Man, I love this job. Many have turned to that song in the hopes that it provides the answers on mending a broken heart. It does not. False advertising.